Hello, my little weirdos. It's probably loud because of the fan. Um, I just want to let everybody who is on SSI, so that would probably be Social Security as well. Um, they arrive on the first of the month. Arrived over like last night. They're here. Um, if the first, if anybody doesn't know and needs to know or will need to know, if the first is on a weekend or a holiday, it'll show up the most recent previous. So if it's a work day, so it's not ever late, because a lot of people have like bills and rent and stuff. They can't be late type of thing. So Saturday, tomorrow, is the first, which means normally I would expect it today after midnight last night. And I was told by Social Security about 4, 5, 6 hours after the announcement was made the other day that all those things were froze. They had actually called me about something, which was it was actually a thing that would benefit, a good thing for me. First time. And I had asked about, should I get it? She says, and that was before it was even rescinded. That's why I kind of knew. She says, no, that'll be reversed very shortly, before the first. I was like, okay. And that was the other day. So, and then just that night, a couple hours later, it came out that a judge did a freeze on it, and on the order. He has this idea, this concept that anything he wants to do, he can just a stroke of the pen and executive order it away. And a lot of things you cannot do that with. This birthright citizenship is one. This is another, especially Social Security and SSI and stuff, because those aren't like a government program that helps out underfunded, low income. That's stuff that we haven't worked for, when we could work. For our later years, they were all like, yeah, just everybody that way. People that aren't good at saving and stuff, it's kind of like a savings account with the government, so it's safe. That's how it was sold to us ages ago. Everything in there, it'll be there because that was the money you earned. It's there, and then over the decades they effing borrow for something that they can't get funded, and it's the Republicans who do that shit. They sneak that through or some crap, because we're gonna pay it back, and they don't. It's just like a hacker hacking into your account, taking your money and saying, I'll put it back before they need it. So everybody, go, if you're expecting SSI, probably Social Security as well. I know you heard the information that as soon as Elon and his little cronies from Doge, which isn't an actual department, really, I don't care what the fucking president says. Anyway, so the guy in charge, he was like, F this shit. I'm too old for this crap. And if somebody was, 5 years away from retiring and everything anyway, I'd be like, I wouldn't put up with the last time of your of your career under this dickwad. No, for all the aggravation trying to fight for the people and and being hogtied by the government, and not only being hogtied by the government, but being threatened that if they complain about being hogtied, it'll get even worse. It's like the fucking mob. Y'all, that's how the mob and Hitler was like, yeah, you say yes, well, I'll kill you. And the guy's standing there with a gun pointed at your head. But I see the neighbors turning in the American Anne Franks has already begun, with the teacher calling about, I've got kids that can't even speak English. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah. See, the thing is, guys, you need to speak up publicly, and that's the thing that we need to remember, our lesson from Nazi Germany, okay? People kept their head down, and sometimes just by omission of not saying something, you're basically lying because you're not, okay? So they wouldn't deny, they wouldn't condemn or deny type of thing. But they wouldn't defend and be like, no, I've never seen them here. No, I've never seen that, or anything as a defense for people. And they didn't want to get themselves, their own ass in trouble. And I get that. I mean, I do. Sorry, I had a cough. I do get that. I do. And people have said to me, I mean, you're kind of loud, especially my graphics, if you've ever seen my graphics on Facebook. And sometimes in the community I have some. But I haven't been holding anything back, really, now. And right before the election either, but now it's even more so, because now it's an I told you so, we told you so. So many going, I didn't think he meant that. Did he say mass deportation if you're don't have legal citizenship? It was the Latinos who said, it's just, he means mass deportation if you don't have citizenship, if you committed crimes. He started saying that after you guys started saying that. He was repeating what you assumed he meant. And he went with you. You're the one telling his lies for him. What the hell? Sure. Then he started repeating your lies. But, you need to listen. First of all, you need to learn to listen. And listen to what they're saying, or just read what they're writing, or what they said. You don't put anything into it. Read at face value. That's a lesson you should have learned by now with him before this election, but you didn't if you voted for him. But whether you voted for him or not, at least February's SSI is here, and I was assured by the EBT that if, depending on what day you normally get them, the 1st through the 5th, they should be here on time. Now, I had looked online, and half of them said, oh, it won't be till the 14th or the 21st that you get it, and then some said, no, you don't want, and you had like 2 would say don't worry, and 1 would say worry. You'll get it, but 2 weeks later. I'm like, how can they not announce? I mean, so people aren't supposed to pay their bills, and so landlords will just accept that, hey, they're not. I mean, even if it's common knowledge, I mean, they have bills to pay too, that the rentals pay part of those bills of theirs. Don't worry, at least mine came in. It wasn't there at 1 o'clock this morning, and I was like, I got up to pee, and I was like, oh. I was like, okay, breathe. Do not think about it. Get back into bed. Do not, do not sit here. And when I got up this morning by dawn, it was in there. That's one of the first things. First was pee. Second was feed the cats. Third was take my meds. And then I looked. And indeed, it's there. So I immediately got the bill set up to be paid. And yeah. So never fear, at least in February, we're clear. Never fear, February SSI is clear. Peace out, guys. Oh, I didn't call you my little weirdos, did I? Goodbye, my little weirdos.